Good morning. This is Pastor Zach with the Goodland United Methodist Church with your morning devotion for Thursday, August 23rd. Today I'll be reading from Ephesians chapter 6, verses 10 through 20. Finally, be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Put on the whole armor of God so that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For our struggle is not against enemies of blood and flesh, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers of this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. Therefore take up the whole armor of God so that you may be able to withstand on that evil day, and having done everything, to stand firm. Stand therefore and fasten the belt of truth around your waist, and put on the breastplate of righteousness. As shoes for your feet, put on whatever will make you ready to proclaim the gospel of peace. With all of these, take the shield of faith, with which you will be able to quench all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times, and in every prayer and supplication. To that end, keep alert, and always persevere in supplication for all the saints. Pray also for me, so that when I speak, a message may be given to me to make known with boldness the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in chains. Pray that I may declare it boldly, as I must speak. This passage is well known by a lot of people, the full armor of God. And I think instantly you come up with images of war and soldiers. But if we really look into the story, there's so much more than that. We're told in this passage it's not to fight against other people. It's not a triumphal war to form a Christian government. It's not a struggle opposing non-Christians or backsliders or even one's own petty and enormous inabilities. The task is so much bigger than that, and for that reason the image of being robed in the armaments of violence is meant to emphasize the larger scope of Christian identity. The whole armor of God is needed for the war against the principalities and powers, against the forces of sin, of our own separation from the Holy One, our own desires for what does not feed and nourish God's creation. The enemy is the rulers, the authorities, the cosmic powers of the present darkness, the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. The enemy threatens from within and outside ourselves. To be ready for war with that enemy is to be set for the daily battle against all that opposes God's desire, that the mystery of the gospel give joy on earth. Several commentaries describe these pieces of armor with varying explanations of what they offer to the faithful. One matter to hold in mind is that while they seem to be the garb of an individual soldier, in the context of serving as equipment for prayer, they are armor of the church as a body and a whole. We are to wear these gifts together. We stand, therefore, in verse 4, shoulder to shoulder, as Roman soldiers would do, as today's riot police do, as an impenetrable wall of strength, a strength in God's holy word. Have a blessed day.